Welcome, I'm called Caroline Flower and welcome to Everyday Life. Here with me, I am with Rosette and Paul Waluya. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we are talking about how to use psychology in eradicating crime in women. And first of all, I'd like you to tell us, what is psychology?
Psychology is basically the study of human mind and behavior, how human collaborates with his mind to act, to behave, the way we behave. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the role of women in eradicating crime using psychology and counseling, Rosette?
Of course, for us, we psychologists, we believe someone's personality is formed from the age of 0 to 5 years. And of course, as women, we are caretakers of these kids.
Yes.
That's when you're supposed to breastfeed. That's when you're supposed to feed kids. That's when you're supposed to monitor this person's behavior. So you will believe these are normal things that even everyday woman knows. Like from 0 to 1 year, you find the activities this baby is performing, and of which they are stored in his or her unconscious that will affect his behavior in the future. For example, you find a baby is crying. As a mother, you're not giving this baby breast milk. In future, you find this person is unbearable. This person cannot trust, because at that particular moment, at that time, you are not there for her. She cannot share with you, and it is stored in her unconscious. Like, now, in this world, there is no one for me. So that's why we are here as psychologists and telling women, can you be there for your children, at least from 0 to 5 years, when their personality is formed.
Built, yeah.
Yes. So we are here to, this week we are sensitizing and we are counseling people, mostly, but this week next week, we are concentrating mostly on women.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to show women how they can be there for their kids. We are doing psychoeducation. Even people who are there outside and you have kids who have disorders like defiance disorders. When I talk about defiance disorders, it's like you find like you have a baby, but his behavior is unbearable.
Yeah, yeah.
You get. You find you tell this baby, bring that toy here, and the baby is just behaving in a rude way. And you don't think that will stop their color. These are people who, after growing up, adulthood, you find they have unsocial behaviors. You find you cannot control this person. You're saying you do this for him, and say
doing the opposite. Yeah,
yeah, he's doing opposite without even any reason. Say you are having a meeting at this time. You're like, what is the role of this meeting? Me, I will not be there. Not knowing this started when this kid was young.
Just add something about that, Carol, before you go. You know, women are basically, they are very close to their children.
Yeah, they have that strong attachment.
Just from the womb, from the time of conception, is closer to the child than the father or than any other person. Yeah. So basically, the woman will create the behavior of this child. Yeah, they will create the behavior. They want this child to be this way. Still, a woman will be part. Unless something happens that maybe is away or something. So it's their behavior basically is depending on a woman. So today is as it's Women's Day. Maybe we want to emphasize this, the role of a woman in a child's growth, in a child's behavior. So
Paul, as a psychology counselor, how can you use psychology to fight gender-based violence in women? Yeah.
Gender-based violence, you know, psychology comes in...
Or even how can you use that to help them survive the violence? Yes. Okay,
you know, as we've been saying earlier, psychology is in different, we encounter psychology in different ways, at different levels, and at different in different places or in different environments. Yes. So as we understand psychology, that some things we behave because of the psychology we are. So if we behave that way, so we find that this behavior, if it's not curbed earlier, it's going to affect our lives. Like he has been saying, some people are reactive just because of their early growth. Some people are maybe having behaviors, maybe stealing, maybe beating, maybe being aggressive because of their early growth, their early childhood. And so you come to how do you
use psychology to fight gender-based violence and survive it?
Yeah, sure. So if we understand that a woman is going to behave this way because of psychology, after being psychoeducated, that will help us a lot. If you know that a man is going to be aggressive because maybe he missed, he was treated badly in his childhood by a woman, maybe he was treated badly by his mother, maybe the mother was absent, but just creating that awareness can help you know what exactly to do for the gender-based violence. And also to avoid it, you know, just educating a man that you're behaving this way towards your wife because of such and such a reason, it comes to create awareness in him that, okay, I don't have to behave this way because the one behaving towards you as my wife, you're not the causer. Maybe the causer is far away. Maybe my mother, maybe someone at the back, you're not you. So I'll not treat this to you, I'll not bring this to you because it's not you who brought it.
You're not be a victim because you're not the cause of the problem. Yeah, and it's very unfortunate that very many times women have been victims of all this, of everything that's going wrong in the home. I've seen that in a couple of women. But Rosette, maybe briefly tell us, how does psychology and counseling work together?
Of course, for example, you find I grew up in this home where my father and mother were fighting. And of course, it's like the daily bread. Also, when I get married, I'm going to emulate that. I will not respect my husband. I don't see any role of my husband in my life. So
simply because it started when you were young, you were seeing it. There was no respect in a home.
There was no respect. Of course, we are like examples of our past. We are who we are because of our past.
True,
You see, when my father was not was beating my mother, when I grow up, that's what I would expect. And of course, I will be aggressive. I will try all means, I defend that. Even if I'm marrying, I will say, after all, I'm going to suffer. I will look for all ways to avoid that. That's why you find many women you cannot trust her. You say, I'm marrying, but no, my husband should not know this.
Just to chip in something like that, you know, as psychology, we come to know why this is happening. It helps us also to come in with a counseling. Now, to treat this person. Psychology has helped us understand why is this person
going through what they're doing, and doing what they're doing,
doing what they're doing. Maybe because of the traumas they pass through, maybe because of the abuses they pass through. So the counseling now comes in to rehabilitate this person, to treat this person, know that, that was there, but we can also have a different page. We can have a different look of life. We shouldn't always look at the negative only, So always counseling, that's how it's working in conjunction with psychology,
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. And I would like to wish you, Rosette, a happy Women's Day today. And hope to have you again here on the show.
Yeah, just
maybe if you have something to say before we
just
go?
Before we go or we close off, as it has been, we are from the University of Kisubi, and University of Kisubi has offered to help people with different challenges at the university venue. Since today is Women's Day, I will encourage women, and we're also encouraging women to come on board for this kind of health, psychological help, and something tests and counseling itself. And with this, we talk to the whole world. Maybe those ones around Kisubi. University of Kisubi is located along NTV Road, just in Savio. Savio, I think, is the best location, landmark. So please, whoever wants any kind of help, you're welcome. You're highly welcome to come and benefit from this. So we are also offering courses, different courses, certificate, diploma, masters for everything. So
maybe Rosette.
Thank you. Today being Women's Day, I urge all women outside there. Please, we are looking for money. We want to look good. We want to slay, but we are doing it at the expense of our kids. Males are mothers of our kids now. There's no relationship between us and our kids. And our kids. And of course, you know, males are these people, most especially who have failed in life. She refused to go to school and she's taking care of your kid. So just imagine the attachment there. We are producing males instead of us. You find a woman saying, I don't know what is happening to my kid. I don't know, but you are not there.
You're not there to see how they spend their lives, what they do, how they spend their days.
Exactly.
And you're busy working, making money, slaying, like you just said. But thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rosette. Thank you very much, Paul, for coming here. And you have been watching Everyday Life. We'll come back shortly.